Dance Dance Revolution. Select a style. Single play. Select music. It's not fair. Good job!
If I ever play this song again, it'll be too soon.
Select music. Are you ready? Here we go. You're doing pretty good. 100 combo. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. 200 combo.
Yo, what's up, Disco? Oh, full combo that. Nice. Finally got DDR World.
Select music.
A lot of like hard songs in here, like teens and above. As the game gets older, they certainly have to appeal more to specialists, but played DDR for the first time in 15 years. Nice.
You're doing pretty good.
So you played DDR World last week. That is,
Yes.
you played DDR World before I did. I think this is the third day I've been playing it.
You're not an ordinary
How'd you like it? You able to like pick up where you left off, or
You move smoothly.
is there a lot of rust to de-rust through? I don't know how the right way to end that sentence.
Okay.
Mind was ready, but the body, yeah.
Excellent.
That is the other thing with DDRs. You can be rusty as a DDR player, or you can be rusty as a human being. And, and like your brain knows what, your brain can follow the notes, but your body is like, hang on a second, guys, slow down. Accidentally picked a challenge level. Oh, was it one of those songs that like doesn't have difficulties? It just has like challenge. Or was it like a song with all the difficulties and you just like didn't know which one you were on? I'm gonna try to alternate between hard and easy songs. Just
Are you ready?
give myself a little.
You're not an ordinary fella.
One of the reasons why I play on this theme is so I don't have to learn a new user interface.
You move smoothly.
I'm sure it'd be fine to learn, but
Grab my heart. 100.
so on arcade. So when I was the arcades I played on as a kid, if you failed a song, it like ended your set. Like one credit gave you like 3 songs, but if you failed the first one, you wouldn't get the other 2. Is that what happened, or did they make it more? More friendly.
Absolutely wonderful.
I could imagine being really upset if I like
Excellent.
paid for a whole credit, you pick the wrong difficulty, and it's just like, you get nothing. Yeah. Oh, that's rough. Afronova on standard, Abyss on standard. Cigar would be nice. Yeah, that's rough. I kind of don't like that aspect of it because it kind of like forces you to pick like baby songs the first 2, and then like the last song you're like, okay, go all out. Quick hug before heading to dinner. All right, have a good dinner. Hope you enjoyed SeaWorld. I don't like that part of the arcade where it's like it's out to get your quarters. People there helping you, that's always nice.
Select music.
I mentioned this the other day. I found an arcade like 20 minutes from my house that I might go to someday.
Ready? Here we go.
I'm probably not going to be an arcade regular because it's like so much nicer to do this at home. Don't have to pay money, don't have to wait for other people.
Okay. Sweating, huh? Breaking out the sweat. Okay. You're not an ordinary fella.
Round 1, $15 gets like 7 credits. That's pretty good.
Good. Keep on going. Absolutely wonderful. 100 combo. You're not an ordinary fella.
Good. Way better than I thought.
Fantastic.
Oh, it costs more than 1 credit. So they give you like fractions, so you have to buy like $45 worth for it to end on an even amount, or you waste points or something stupid, yeah. Or you have to play a different game that uses those last point too. You like combine cards or? I mean, that's less than 10 plays for $15. That's way worse than I thought. Thought you got to like play all day for $15.
Select music.
I mean, 10 credits is a long amount of songs, so that's probably close to all day for most people, but... Some cards aren't good for some games. That's so dumb. Imagine you buy a card and it doesn't even work for the games you want, or like, it works for one but not the other. Like, it's probably the type of thing you like can learn and get used to. But if I was like a kid and my dad dropped me off at the beginning of the day, and I bought a blue card and I couldn't play DDR all day, so I got the wrong card and there was like no way for me to change, I would be so pissed. I would likely never go back. You shouldn't build feel-bads into your system.
Your steps are amazing.
That just seems like it's entirely designed to create feel-bads.
Select music.
Let's roll out. Writing the name of the song. I'm going back. Do you have money left? Yeah. How they get ya?
Are you ready? Here we go.
It's like, are you allowed to like go in and walk around and look at the tabs to see like which color card you need?
You're doing pretty good. 100 combo. You're doing pretty good. 200 combo. Absolutely wonderful. You move smoothly. Okay.
The
You move.
arcade near my house isn't around a lot, so hopefully I won't have that problem if I ever decide to go. So I'm thinking there might be another arcade.
Amazing.
It's not the one that I'm thinking of. Where's...
Select music.
Yeah, there's a place that they weren't like an arcade. They were like a place with like a bunch of, you know, Nintendo Wii's, and they hosted like kids' birthday parties and such. But I think they turned into an arcade. It was like a pseudo arcadey place. I was like in that area for something else, and I saw that it was building that had their like name, but it was much bigger. I'm not trying to be an arcade regular.
Good job.
So there's the place that's 20 minutes from me, not the video game like console place. I recognized their name when I found them because there was one in a different town like that my cousin lived in, and I went to that one when I was a kid, like in high school or something. I think I mentioned at some point that I played Pump It Up at one point in my life. That's the place. It was like a bowling alley with like a couple arcade machines. But when I found some random like Google recommended trivia, so I was like, I'll click this. It was like top 15 arcades in your state, and I found that place. There's a different location of that. It's like a franchise apparently. And the one that they didn't list the one that I went to as a kid, but they listed one in a different town that's like closer to where I live now. So maybe that one is an actual factual arcade with like machines that you use quarters. Maybe not, but I watched a video recently that explained like arcade game design is so different because every quarter is the same to an arcade. So like the first play is just as important as the last play, whereas like most games today, they want you to spend, you know, $60, $80 on the game and then get bored of it to buy another $80 game. Whereas like arcades, like the games have to be really good for multiple plays, because if you if you love DDR, you're gonna put infinite credits into it. It like really works to that model. Whereas, if you go to an arcade and you spend like $10 to play Breath of the Wild for an hour, like at a certain point you're gonna be like, yeah, I don't want to play this anymore because all that's left is the boring stuff. Like there's content, but it's boring. I think games are designed to have a ton of content. Like they all have like crafting and farming, stuff that isn't like actually that entertaining, but it is stuff to do. You can both put it on the back of the box, like, oh, hundreds of hours of content, but it's like it's all like side quests that don't actually add to the core mechanic of the game. Whereas something like DDR, like the core premise is so good for repeatability that
Doing pretty good.
like how many hours of gameplay are unique gameplay are in this game? Like every song, 3 or 4 difficulties each.
You move smoothly.
And like once you beat a song on light, you're never like playing another song on beginner again, right? Once you beat a song on heavy, you're probably not playing anything on light.
Absolutely wonderful.
Maybe like Endymion or some other like 18 has a light that's like a 15.
You're doing pretty good. Good job.
Yeah, and like arcades didn't have save files back in the day. So like you couldn't do like branching paths or whatever, or if you did, it would have to be something very simple. Part of this was don't know if I've mentioned this, but I play a lot of Toho like bullet hell games, and it was sort of the explanation and defense of there's a mechanic called rank in bullet hell. It's sort of a dynamic difficulty, so like the game gets harder as you get more score, or like you haven't died in a while. Different things in the game make the patterns harder. And like part of it is because they want better players to still have a challenge. And if they're back when there weren't any difficulty selects, like the game was just the game. So if you kind of sucked, the game was easy, and you got to get a little deeper in before you died. But once you started getting good, the game got way harder. You're like, what's going on? Yeah, that's one thing I could try is the 2-pad mode, because I can't do that here. I have a second pad, but it's like the foam one. That wouldn't be fun. I thought that was an interesting, because I've always hated rank as a mechanic, because when you see people play like high level shmups, they'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna run into a bullet here on purpose because that manipulates rank. And I'm gonna die in the next part if I don't do this anyway. So I just want to die here. So it's like this is such a backwards thing that like you have to learn that like oh just like suicide into this bullet for to make the game easier. It's like so weird. But a lot of games have weird stuff like that because you used to not have difficulty, and once you can beat the game on the hardest difficulty, why would you keep playing it? Well, but if you made it a little harder.
Select music.
It always felt like a quarter muncher aspect where it like punishes you for being good, but when he described it that way, it made more sense.
You're not an ordinary fella.
Should have changed the speed.
You move smoothly. You move smoothly. You're not an ordinary fella.
Probably shouldn't do cross unders on this song.
Absolutely wonderful.
One of the ways I could mess up is cross under.
Absolutely wonderful. You're not an ordinary fella.
Alright. Anyway. That's going to be it for the stream tonight. Thanks for watching. It's hot. I need to probably start thinking about putting my AC in. Or maybe turn my fan on. I don't know. Like, it gets cool at night, but when you DDR, you get uncool, and that's that's a problem. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow.